Hi, everyone. My name is Nadav Iran, and I'm SVP of Engineering for Crusoe Cloud. Crusoe is a vertically integrated AI infrastructure company. So we build AI infrastructure and AI solutions up and down the stack, all the way from sourcing the energy needed to power them to providing bespoke solutions to specific industry use cases and everything in between, pretty much. Crusoe has been around for a little over 7 years. Crusoe's history actually is closer to the energy side of what we do. The company's mission throughout those years and going forward is to align the future of compute with the future of climate. And so Crusoe has historically started by bringing different kinds of compute workloads to stranded energy sources. So being able to take energy that others would see as waste or energy sources that cannot be exploited and using them to power compute. And in the last couple of years, we came to the realization that the future of compute is AI. We're pretty well known for having an AI-specific cloud, an offering that is geared towards people that do AI work. We offer, high performance compute and networking that's highly reliable. And I think we're known for providing first-class support. One of the things that we can do as a cloud provider that's focused solely on the AI use case is really connect our users with experts in a way that, general purpose cloud providers cannot. And so I believe our customers feel like they can talk to an engineer that actually understands their point of view of the world and understands the infrastructure deeply, and work together to build better solutions and the better experience for our customers. We believe with the pace at which AI is moving and the level of focus that it requires, the level of complexity that exists today, it makes sense for a cloud provider to specialize in helping our customers with the AI experience. And, we welcome customers that use other providers for their general purpose compute, storage, et cetera, et cetera. We don't, aspire necessarily to replace all their cloud use cases, but we do believe that it makes sense to work with someone who specializes in something as critical and as complex and as different, to be honest, as AI infrastructure is today. First, there's issues with availability of capacity. Oftentimes, we see customers coming and saying like, "Hey, my general purpose cloud provider just doesn't have the AI infrastructure that I need at the time that I need, or it is prohibitively expensive." We can move faster in terms of delivering that capacity, and we've had success stories with customers, coming to us because we have capacity that they cannot find elsewhere. We also have specific success stories around, like I mentioned, the support. A customer would come along and would say like, "Hey, I have this AI workload and it doesn't work as well as it could." And, in a week or two of working with them, we can get that sorted out. The thing I'm even more excited about, and this is maybe a segue to kind of like where Crusoe is going to be in the next few years, is where people come to us with a more open-ended kind of like partnership opportunity. When, again, because we're vertically integrated, I wouldn't necessarily call them customers, but more so partners that come to us and say, "Hey, I have this unique idea about AI that I want to pursue. Can you help us with that?" Not just on the technology level, but also brainstorming, joint go-to-market or joint product offerings, or how we can make that be part of a bigger picture. And we've had a couple of those partnerships, and that's an area I'm particularly excited about. One of the things that I think we bring to the table is the ability to actually bring partners from different layers of that vertical stack together. We can partner with someone who innovates at the hardware level, with someone that innovates at the platform infrastructure software layer, with someone who innovates on new generative AI models. We can partner with all of those, and we can be the place where those various, innovators can come together to build a vertically integrated solution. And this is part of our strategy going forward, is to really extend the offering upwards in the stack by partnering heavily with people that have unique advantages. AI to date has been very focused on the technology itself. How do you make AI more powerful? How do you stretch the boundaries? How do you get, an LLM that does better on this or that benchmark or has this new unique capability? And I think there's pent up interest in, like, okay, that's nice that the technology is that good, but the technology is good enough to do a lot of things with. How do I do those things with it in my field of interest in a more effective manner? How do I take AI out of the research mode and into the contribute to the world directly mode? At Crusoe, sometimes internally we talk about people who work in the AI space as being either sowers or harvesters. And I think there's this trend that I would like to see accelerated, of having more and more harvesters. You want people pushing the boundaries of the technology, but we see how much investment is going into that technology, and I think people are anxious and chomping at the bit to see, okay, how do we harvest the fruits of our labor there? And that's where I feel like the next big thing is, and this is why when we talk about vertically integrated solutions, we want to give solutions to people that don't require the deep expertise in the technology that the research community has, because honestly, the research community is a small portion of the world population, of the number of total people that should be able to benefit from AI. So that's what I'm excited to see accelerate even more in 2025. I think the thing that's unique about Crusoe is that we're vertically integrated. We can offer solutions at every layer of the stack, and we quickly want to move to new higher levels on that stack, providing solutions that are tailored to particular use cases for industries, which is something I don't think you see much in the market today. So we're excited about that. And again, what Crusoe brings to the table that is unique is our ability to scale, to run 24/7, to move quickly across the stack, up and down. And I think, again, this approach of building an ecosystem, of being able to connect innovators that otherwise would not be able to come under one roof.